All right, welcome everybody down in Racing League, DNA Drivers Network America. We're live, Lucas Oil Speedway, race number 3 of season 4, broadcasting live on YouTube. I'm welcomed in the booth with a co-commentator tonight, CJ Danford, Corey Danford, Bradley Cooper, and we have about 6 minutes left of qualifying. We got drivers meetings going on right now. Lucas Oil Speedway, short track, located in Indianapolis, I do believe, really close to Indy Motor Speedway. And this place is under a mile, flat track, tight bank, really low banks. And there are going to be a lot of brakes used here tonight. These guys haven't had to rub fenders yet this season. Went caution free at Texas last week. Daytona was a great race, one caution outside of the stage race. And we're looking at, let me see how many laps we got here officially. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to this racetrack or not, or seen this racing before, but CJ, tell us a little bit about short track racing in general.
Usually a little more exciting.
Close quarters, guys riding right on top of each other. Lap traffic's going to become a problem as well. Race info. So the race goes live 8:15. First heat will end when the leader crosses the line at lap 49. The pit road will be closed. So lap 50 will be the end of the stage. And we'll go green from there. 75% fuel using their own IRP STO setup. There will be one quick repair for this race. Weather is mostly cloudy tonight, 65 degrees, a nice cold surface, humidity 20%. They get 4 additional sets of tires, 5 total, so you got to have 4 in the car, right, from the start. But what I'm interested in, how much is this place going to chew up tires? It's a really flat track, and we know that flat tracks are going to chew those up. You can actually hear the race meeting in the background. It's about the max I can turn it down right now. But we're listening to Nick Gardner explain to these guys driver etiquette and what they're supposed to do. What I want to know is that all going to go out the window by lap 10? These guys haven't had to drive this way all season. And when you're right behind somebody that has maybe a different entry in a corner or a different lift off on the exit and they're getting in your way, what do? You drive in there a little bit deeper than he does and get underneath of him, or you give him the bumper and move him out of the way. That's about the only way you can get around at a short track. Rubbin's racing. So 3:30 to go in qualifying. Officially, I have all of the iRacing trading paints working. We went live when we were supposed to go live. I have a co-commentator. There's just a lot of things that have fallen in place tonight, and I think this is going to be a great race. I hope you guys enjoy it. Anybody out there on YouTube, if you guys want to hit me up on chat, also in the Discord, Mr. Bojangles on YouTube and Twitch, and then I'm Bradley Cooper, DJ Danford. We're gonna bring you flag to flag coverage on DNA. So we're going to hit a little intermission, bring you what iRacing is, and then we're going to get your grid set up. We'll go through the field. Looks like 13 cars elected to qualify. We'll bring that grid up right after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we're back. Looks like right now Jordan Caskey is going to start on your pole. 13 cars elected to qualify. I know there's more in this field. We're going to go through your grid just a moment. Minute 36 left to qualifying, and Keith Maliato, I butcher this name every week, but he's going to start second. He's been a hot streak. He finished well last week at Daytona. I'm just got to say that right now. Or 2 weeks ago at Daytona, and won the race. Was able to lead a lot of laps. That 36 car's been fast all the way through. So we're looking at probably another showing from that 36, but Jordan Caskey might favor him a little bit more, his driving style. We haven't seen the short track drivers come out yet. We got a pretty tight field, but I think that you're going to see the cream rise to the top here. By lap 10, these guys are going to burn up their stuff, and you're going to find out who was saving, who can drive. Braking at corners, really difficult to do. Depends on your wheel setup, a lot of things going on, a lot of variables. If you brake too hard, lock up the wheels, you can scrub that right front off. If you drive in too deep, again, the right front. With no banking, you're really leaning on that right front tire to keep that car. It's mechanical grip here. We're not going to get a lot of speed to carry any aerodynamics, so these guys are going to have to take care of their stuff. It's more important to take care of your tires and just bide your time. Contact's not going to be a big deal. Damage probably won't slow these cars down much, but if you get something that, you could asphyxiate yourself really quick into that wall and get stuck up there on the outside, lose a lot of spots. So don't drive it too deep, don't overdrive it, and hopefully we'll see some clean green flag racing. There's the rest of the field right there. So we're going to go through the grid. These guys are lined up right now. So again, starting on your pole, 33 car. There it is right there. We're going to get this off the screen and go through your grid. Jordan Caskey starting on the pole to his outside. It's that 36 car, Keith Miato. V-speed on that machine. 84 car. Talked a lot about him. That's Chris Lockwood starting third tonight. And Nick Gardner, good to see him up in the top 5 for the start of this. See, he hasn't gridded quite yet. There he is right there. So dialed in racing. Starting in the 4th position. 5th place. We've talked about this guy a lot. Alex Pelican. And to his outside, the 76 of Brent Butler. 7th position is going to belong to the 20 car, Anthony Sergi. And in 8th place, the 17, Kevin Cornelius. 9th position, 98 car, that's Anthony Pelican. I do believe that's the father of Alex. And to his outside, we got the 3 car, Nathan Somerville. Cody Atkins is going to start in 11th position in that 81 machine Taco Bell. And in 12th place, we're going to have the 28 car, Dennis Steele. Blake Blomaker starting in that 13th position at his outside. Rick Fagone in that 10 car.
Ooh, I like that car.
Yeah, a throwback on that one. 31 to Richard Holland. Going to start back here in the 14th position. And 15th is that 14 car, Nate Ostrowski. Alan Dice, Daytona's winner right there, and to his inside, the 69 car, Dallas Sullivan. Timmy Emmanuel going to be in the 18th position, maybe in the 19th. But we're going to get back up here towards the front because we're getting ready to go green. Green flag is out. Didn't quite make it through the field. Tried to do it as quick as I could. Really tough to do at short tracks, but green flag is out. We're live at Lucas Oil Speedway. And already these guys scrubbing up the track. You can hear that brake entry. Really good entry for that. Well, look at it right in the front of the car, Lucas Oil Products, showing it at Lucas Oil Speedway. So that's lap 1 to Jordan Caskey. And that 36 car running a lot higher groove on that outside. Keith Mayato running a little bit higher. You can see he's up on that seam. Might be part of his strategy to save stuff. And the 84 car, Chris Lockwood, is under fire by the 16 already. Lockwood's opening the door for that 16. Nick Gardner trying to get to that inside. Chris is able to settle it down, pull away a little bit. Got a pass behind them. Looks like Anthony Pelican's under fire. Alex Pelican racing back and forth. See how far these guys have spread out already. Really tough to come off that corner. Looks like that run dies when they come off there. They can't drive off like they want to. This is where the frustration sets in. This is where getting behind somebody and you know you're faster than they are and you're getting into the corner better than they are, but you can't quite get clear of them. After 20, 30 laps of racing behind somebody, it'd be really hard not to put the bumper to them, wouldn't it?
I would think.
Let's go through the field a little bit more. Go back here. We'll look at Daytona's winner, Alan Dice. He's side by side right now with the 25 car. Looks like he got the position there. Jeremiah Vincent's going to lose a spot. I like that. That's kind of a throwback paint scheme as well. You might recognize that 25.
Yeah, I think that was Waltrip, wasn't it?
I think Waltrip drove it for a little while. Wally Dallenbach drove it for a little while as well. Definitely a Hendrick number. He's under fire now with a 31 of Richard Holland. Let's go on board with him for a moment. Hear how low the RPMs are dropping. Some of these short tracks, it actually benefits you to shift down to third gear to get off the corner. Like the Milwaukee Mile, you can shift down and come out in third and get a better drive off. But you hear these guys playing with the throttle. I'd say that right rear is a little bit loose. Get back up front, look at your leader. Oh, we got 3 wide in front of these guys. A 10 car, Rick Fagone, was 3 wide at one point. Nice side by side. Let's see if we can get a better angle of this. Here he is right here. He's having to lift a lot longer than the rest of these guys right now. See if he can get clear of this 25. Vincent to the outside, still holding it. Yep, 10 car is going to pull up into groove. A little bit different driving styles. 14 car really moving through this field. That's Nate Ostrowski. Oh, we got a car really close to the wall. That's the 57 of Dice. He's gonna ride the wall to the outside. He might lose some spots here. Gonna drive it down really deep. Really close off the corner there. Now the 31's got the door opened up. Seems like the outside's prevailing at this track. A lot of racing going on back here just to get in the top 15. Now we'll go back to your leader, who's checked out to what, about 1.1 seconds. Jordan Caskey started on the pole, hasn't looked back since, and he seems to be driving a lot lower than these guys as well. He's holding it down a lot lower than the rest of this field. 1 and 2 is a little higher. But 3 and 4, he's down in that middle groove. Late apex, he's driving off a lot lower too. Keith Maliato has not lost sight of that 33 car though. Putting in work. Right on board with him for a second. A very technical track. Corey, have you ever been to this place, Lucas Oil Speedway?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is one of those short tracks that is not on a regular schedule for NASCAR. ARCA cars come here a lot. Truck Series definitely races here from time to time. But it's one of those tracks that's not real mainstream.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It can kind of remind you of a place like New Hampshire. Very long straightaways and really flat turns.
Yeah, very flat.
Banking's about 10 degrees here. Makes it really tough to get around this place. If you're not familiar with using that middle pedal, it can be a challenge. But the field's spread out pretty well. We're on lap 18 of 150. These guys are doing a hell of a job right now. And your leader, Jordan Caskey, showing them how to get around this place. 1.5, almost 2 seconds now ahead of second place. Chris Lockwood running in third still. Great qualifying effort for him tonight. Able to hold his own. And Alex Pelican, that 46, just behind him in fourth. This top 5 is really spread out. Oh, we got a car on the wall. 84, Chris Lockwood. We're going to have to go back and take a look at that.
He looked a little loose coming out of
Yeah,
there.
he came right off the corner sideways and hit that inside wall, pit wall. So let's go back, take a look. We missed it by just a moment there, so we're going to rewind. See that right side stepping out a little bit. There it is, gets loose, can't quite lock it down, hits the inside wall. Probably smashed that left front end a little bit, but he's got it back under him now. He lost a lot of positions, back to 11th, 3rd to 11th from that little slip up there. And that might be what's happening to these cars. They might be getting loose as the run progresses. I think Jordan Caskey might have had a little bit of issue. He had that lead out to 1.7. He might be losing a little bit of ground to the 36. So that's going to put Alex Pelican in the 3rd position. And he's running smooth right now. We were going through your field, Anthony Pelican, not too far back, but he's under fire by that 76 now. It's Brent Butler. We got another car in the wall back there somewhere. I don't know if you could hear that or not. It sounded like somebody slapped the wall pretty hard. This is for the 4th position. Looks like he's getting a bit of a run on the exits. Look at the turbulence coming off those corners. Oh, the 98's slipping up the track. That's going to open the door here. If you can see the right rear of these cars stepping out on the exit of the turns, there it is right there.
Oh, yeah.
They use what they call a slack link in these cars, and sometimes they're chain link and sometimes they're solid link. So at 1.5 mile tracks where you have a lot of speed and a lot of aerodynamic grip, you can afford to use a solid link, and that'll let the rear end pretty much set where it's going to set. But at flatter tracks where there's a lot of braking and the car's always changing, transitioning where the weight distribution is, you got to use what they call a chain link. And that's allowing the car to shift its basically where that engaging the wheels to the pavement. So that rear end is sliding all over the place while you're on the brakes, on the gas, coming off the corner, transitioning in the apex. There's a lot going on there, and it's all throttle control to get that rear end to hook up. So a lot of these guys are going to struggle with that, and you can see that 98, he's getting to that apex where he wants to hit the gas and get on throttle, and it's stepping out on him. And we saw it happen to the 84, Chris Lockwood. Might have done it a little too early, stood on it a little too hard, and found out that the car just wasn't ready for it. But he's making up ground. He's getting back in that top 10 here. He's getting back to that 17, who's 10th position. And that's Kevin Cornelius hanging on to that top 10. Cody Atkins is in the 81 there, just in front of him. So that car is actually in 10th position. But Lockwood's got a lot of work to do, and you can hear these guys hitting the wall. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But people are brushing the wall left and right.
Yeah, they're getting loose pretty fast.
Taking it into the corner, probably about a 150, 155. Or they have to check up again. We got a car down on pit road. Looks like he's pulling into his stall. See if we can figure out who that is. Don't have the car on the track. See some racing here between the 14. This is Nate Ostrowski. He's under fire with Alan Dice again. We had an early taker on pit road, and I don't think it was voluntary. I think that car just scrubbed off its speed, and he's tired of driving that set of tires. So again, we just got to establish that these guys are on limited sets of tires as well. Look at that drive off by the 14 there to hold that position. He's really close to that outside wall, though. This is where patience comes in. 57 knows he can get around him. He gets the peak on the outside there, or the inside of the exit of the turn, and just, he can't do anything with it. There he is again. Nope, that drive off is just, he's hooking up better on that outside, and he's able to drive away from him. It's like a drag race every straightaway here. There's a drive off of this 57. He's going to peak to the inside. He's got the nose in there. Don't think it's going to happen this time. That outside line's prevailed. Do you see where this could get very frustrating very fast? That's where short track tempers come in. I know that these guys aren't going to purposely get into each other, but you get that run and you really want that position. It's really tough to hold yourself together. As you can see, our leader, Jordan Caskey, approaching these guys. He's getting ready to put some of these guys more a lap down. He's got all the way up to 18th position here. That's Rick Fagone in front of him, trying to fight to stay on the lead lap. He might just let him go here. All the way to the bottom. He's going to let him drive off and run his line. We go back to the 36 car. He's about 2 seconds back now. Little touch with the wall there for a second. He's running that thing on the ragged edge, but he's keeping pace with the leader. Coming up on that stage break. Looking at that race info, we're going to cross lap 49. The pits will be closed. Lap 51. will be the stage break. We got to go all the way back about another 2 seconds to get to Alex Pelican in third. And then Anthony is another 4 seconds from that. This field's very spread out in that top five. All the way back to 5th position. Brent Butler. He's about 9.5 back from Jordan Caskey. So class of the field right now, that 33, and he's getting around this place, working lap traffic and still maintaining a 1.5 second lead. So I'm going to brag about you for a second, Southpaw. Invited this guy over to come try out iRacing. He'd never been on the simulator before. This is when I first got the simulator. And I had the wheel all set up. I had a PVC setup. You remember that thing? The old pipe and glue?
Oh, yeah.
Thing barely held together. We worked it apart. But your very first iRacing experience was at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And you came out there and put down a top 10, 7th place finish in a 60-lap race, official race. I'm really surprised you didn't get hooked on it from there, man.
Oh, I would love to have it, for sure.
iRacing simulation, it's a all online based software.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we have a yellow, lap 45. This is not the stage caution. Oh, I guess 45 is the end of the stage. Caution after lap 45 will be the end of the stage. But then they say stage break will be when leader crosses the line to start lap 51. So something in my details, this is not on me, this is on the details in the Discord, how I read this. So this was the stage break. That's very confusing to read. Stage break will be when the leader crosses the line to start lap 51. Caution after lap 45. I think it's a typo. We'll just chalk it up to that. I made mistakes a lot. Week 1, terrible. Terrible. All right, so we're using that access road. We're going to take a race off pit road. Not sure if that was an intentional yellow or not. We're not 100% sure, but a lot of these guys, pretty much the whole field is going to come down pit road here. And at your stage break, if this is officially the stage break, your points leader for this stage is that 33 car. Wow, that 36 is really close to that box. It's like the 31 car is going to... I don't know if he missed his pit stall or if he's just beating him off pit road here.
I believe he beat him.
36 will be the first car off pit road there to beat the 33. Not sure what happened to the 31. That was a really quick stop. We're gonna have to go back and look at that. So I want to see what happened to this 31 car. So we're gonna rewind and go back down pit road.
Can I have the remote?
You might have taken right side tires only.
Out the track like that might not be a bad move.
Might loosen it up on that left side, having a little bit colder tires on the right side. It's going to take it a while. But yeah, that's a right side move. He's probably just tired of being stuck in this traffic. That's going to make him a lot of spots. No, left sides went on it. This guy beat him off pit road quickly. So we're going to put the 31 car up front. What a move. There's Chris Lockwood. We saw him earlier have a little bit of problems. He probably pitted before these guys. So he's a lap down. He's probably going to get that lap back here. So put Richard Holland, P1. No, he's a lap down as well. Definitely the 36 car then, beating him off pit road. Wonder how Richard Holland was able to beat them out of there like that. Maybe taking less fuel. I'm not sure. But pace car's off. We're getting ready to go green. 36, Keith Miato is about to go. Hit that loud pedal, and there he goes.
Good jump.
That was a great jump. He got out to about half a second lead there, but 33 is already peeking to the inside. These cold tires, you're going to have to bide your time for a couple laps. This might show Jordan Caskey what it feels like to be in traffic. He didn't have to deal with that in the first run. So lap 51 to 150, and boy, you got to admire that line that the 33 is taking. It's a little bit lower than the rest of the field. Go back here and look under fire, because right now we got father-son battling for third position. I think Alex Pelican's going to pull away, and that 33's there. He's ready to go. Caskey's won that lead back, lost it on pit road. He's looking to the inside. They're side by side coming off of 4. He's going to have to get to the outside, I think, to prevail. Oh, 36 is rubbing the wall. He's going to scrub that speed. That still wasn't enough for that 33 to get him. You know Caskey's wheeling the shit out of this thing. Let's show you there's the wheel. See him working it back and forth. A little bit of counter steer on that exit. A little bit deeper drive. They're really close right there. Don't think it's going to be enough. Still to the inside. 33. Caskey to the bottom. Keith Miato trying to hold that lead. Side by side into 3. These guys are racing like it's lap 149. It's great to see this. Here he goes. Can he get clear of him? Not quite. He's going to lead this time by. Jordan Caskey gets another one, but that 36 car is putting up a fight. That outside is so much faster. You're able to drive off the corner so much quicker. And this time by the 36 is going to lead it. Looking for that gearbox camera angle. I want to see this 36. Oh, that 36 in the wall. 33 is going to prevail.
You may need to let him go here.
Yeah, he's overdriving it pretty hard. There it is again, scrubbing it. Just right on the edge. Gonna lead another one though. This battle for the lead is allowing that 46 car to catch up as well. Another tap to the wall. I don't think he's gonna get the drive off this time. Wow. So put it up there. Keith Miato is able to hold it up there somehow. Hitting the wall and everything. But again, that 46, Alex Pelican, he's sneaking up there. Let's go on board with him for a second, see what this battle looks like in front of him. You think back to what happened earlier, this field spread out pretty quickly. Within 10 laps, they were, oh, that 36 is hard in the wall. That's gonna, yep, that's gonna give 2 positions, 3 positions maybe.
So patience gets you.
That's happening. I tell you what, though, that 36 drove his heart out. Now he's under fire by the 98. And the 98 wasn't able to clear him, and he almost got into him there. So Anthony Pelican is actually running in the 4th position, trying to get by the 36, and that exit just didn't meet up at the right time. I don't know how much longer that right side of the 36 car can take the wall, but he's going to cut a tire down if he keeps doing that. So let's go up here and look at Alex Pelican. He's taken the fire to that 33, and I guarantee you that 33 car has used his stuff up trying to get around that 36. So he's going to be on much fresher tires compared to the 33. We're going to see another battle. Just be patient. Maybe that 33 is going to use it up. Tell you what, man, broadcasting is another perspective to this altogether. It's one thing to do it, but coming out here and watching these guys battle is we're going to go through the field real quick. Jordan Caskey, still your leader. 46 car Alex Pelican, close second. Third position, Keith Miato. We watched him drive his heart out holding that lead. Just behind him, Anthony Pelican. He's been putting fire to that 36, but can't quite get there. And we got the 76 car, Brett Butler, in the wall. That's opening up the door for the 20, Anthony Sergi.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a yellow. Caution is out. Lap 65 of 150. This is a for real caution this time. We're going to go through and see if we can figure out what happened. Somebody probably got loose again on the exit. We had some contact possibly. Let's go back right here. Looks like the 69 car getting really loose off the exit. Almost catches it, loses it on the inside wall. And he tore the whole front end off that car. Left side camber, broke the upper control arm clean off of it. Dragging that left front around.
Yeah, I don't think tape's gonna fix that.
Definitely got one fast repair here tonight. But you can see that thing doesn't want to turn, and the 39 actually got into him. Timmy Emmanuel had nowhere to go. That 69 can't turn down in the corner. So we're on pit road with the 69 now. He's got his fast repair. We do get one of those per session. So not a total loss for him tonight, but I think that's one of those lessons learned, you know? So I can guarantee you some of these guys elected to pit and some of them didn't. We're going to see how this field cycles out. Some of these guys feeling like they should be up there maybe didn't have the qualifying run that they wanted, or they're trying to get their laps back. Because Jordan Caskey put probably 10 cars a lap down before that stage break. And they were approaching going a lap down again. Some of the guys that got their laps back. This is enjoyable, isn't it, man?
It is.
So when are you going to get a setup?
It's this right here definitely makes me think.
We had iRacing Flea Market. If you don't know what that is, it's on Facebook. A lot of guys on there selling old setups or, you know, PCs that they don't have time to use anymore. You know, maybe got hired somewhere and they can't use it like they used to. Would highly recommend you check out that page, iRacing Flea Market, on Facebook, if you guys are interested in doing anything like this. Also, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you never miss a live notification. This is Dialed In Racing League, live on the Drivers Network America. It's my official YouTube for broadcasting iRacing. This is my first league that I've broadcasted for. We're Season 4, Race 3. I'm happy to be a partner with this league. They gave me the opportunity to do something that I really enjoy. And here we are, one lap to green. Alex Pelican. He was up there. It's going to be a little bit different circumstance this time because Jordan Caskey's going to have the go-ahead. And he might take him to Gapplebee's on this restart. All right, crew chief's giving him the timing. There's the restart line right there. Green flag is out.
Green flag.
And there's the jump right there. So the green flag comes out. And the 36 loses another spot. He got pinned down there on that bottom groove. Now both the Pelican boys are taking it to the outside, never looking back. Anthony Sergi getting it up there in the 5th position. Saw Brent Butler have a little spot with the wall there earlier. He's since cleaned it up. You see that Tampax machine in front of him? That's a funny paint scheme there. Coming up on halfway through the race. In class of the field so far tonight, Jordan Caskey all the way. He's done a great job. He's pulling away from the 46 at Alex Pelican. 1.2 second lead now. And he's just getting on and off these corners better than anybody else. Fitting for him to get around this track. He's sponsored by the racetrack sponsor. So they probably have all the R&D, all the inside information to get around this place. I want to talk about a driver that's had a tough break tonight. Started in 3rd. He's back there fighting traffic, fighting for the top 10 now. Chris Lockwood, you see him to the inside of the 14 now. Nate Ostrowski's holding on though. Another guy that's kind of had a tough break. He started up there in the 4th position. That's Nick Gardner. He hasn't fallen out of the top 10, but he's kind of had a weird night tonight. Like to see him get back up there in that top 5. And this is through the field. I mean, based off of what we've seen in the last couple weeks, none of that really plays a part because this is the short track. We went to Daytona, which is a completely different animal. And then you had Alan Dice win that race. You go to Texas, caution free. Field very spread out, but the top 5 stayed on top of each other. You got different driving styles that prevail at different places. And right now you're seeing Jordan Caskey, who's been quiet all season so far, just come out here and put a clinic on. 72 laps to go. Unless they have something dramatic happen, that 33's passing a lap car, something crazy. I see him pulling this thing off. He's been up front the whole night. Alex Pelican maintaining that 1 second gap. He hasn't let him quite run away. That's another thing too, is if you're the leader, you pretty much have your work cut out for you. You don't want to overdrive your stuff. You just kind of want to maintain that cushion. So you get him out to a half a tenth or a full second, whatever it takes, and you maintain it. You don't want to run away from him, because that means in the long run they're going to come back. But with 75% fuel, these guys are probably going to run a solid 50 laps before they have to pit. That's a long time on these tires if you're overdriving it. We had a little peek to the inside by that 20 car we saw for a second there. We're going to go through and look at some of these guys There's that throwback paint scheme you really liked. It's Rick Fagone in that 10 car Tide machine. Shades of Ricky Rudd on that one.
Oh, yeah.
And he's actually letting that 07 go by. That was for the 13th position. Talk about Chris Lockwood again. Alan Dice just behind him. Good to see Alan Dice turn it around. Had a hard time at Texas, but he's sitting in the 12th position. I really liked he had a little catchphrase in the Discord after he won Daytona. Told everybody they got diced. It was a crazy finish there at Daytona. We didn't know who was going to be the winner. We had a green-white checkered. Big crash when the white flag came out, so you know the yellow's not going to fly for that. And the entire top 10 just destroyed. We had more cars involved in that caution than the entire race, and we ran Daytona with one caution. So there wasn't a lot of cars that were out of the race. 33 cars still on the track. And that big wreck, it took out probably a good 12 to 13 cars. People that didn't get involved in it, the top two, ended up getting in contact with each other. And Alex Dice just happened to be at the right place at the right time, drove right on by him. Was able to get through both crashes. So it's good to see him flirt with that top 10 here tonight. Let's get back here to Dallas Sullivan. We saw him bring out the caution earlier. He's got a clean machine. Kind of got that Alpine Stars logo on that 6 there. I like that. That's a Travis Pastrana number, is it not?
What's his number?
I'm not sure. That kind of looks like a Pastrana logo, though.
Could be.
The all-black machine, Dallas Sullivan, running in 16th right now, just behind Richard Holland. We have one car out of the race tonight. That's the 12 car. John Shulwelski, I believe that was the car that pulled down pit road. Look right here at the 31 of Richard Holland. He is the mile-and-a-half master, but missed the race last week. Had pain in his upper leg, so he wasn't able to make the field. I know he was much looking forward to running Texas. Had really good practice times, was doing really well. Got caught up in a Daytona crash and not making the grid on Texas. It's going to be a tough season for him to get back up there in the points. This is not the track for him. I can speak on his behalf. Not a short track fan at all. But Richard Holland able to put up a solid race here tonight, get back there in the points battle. He really needs a top 10 to get this season turned around. Back up here to your leader. He's putting guys a lap down, just past Timmy Emmanuel. Alex Pelican, 1.5 seconds, so that gap is growing just a little bit. But Jordan Caskey, class of the field tonight. About 57 laps left, and we're going to finish this thing up. You know, based off of all the racing I've seen in this league, to have a field like we have, it's mind-blowing, the talent in this league. I've seen leagues with 16 cars have 6 cautions by now at tracks like this. So for these guys to come out here and only have one actual caution, that just shows you the criteria set, the talent, the amount of patience these guys are having out here tonight. So big round of applause for these guys getting around here. Short track racing at Lucas Oil Speedway. One more time through the field here. There's your second place driver, Alex Pelican. We got a car on the wall. Is that the 33 just now? Might have been the car in front of him. See a couple cars in front of him there. He's getting ready to put a lap down. So let's compare right here. We're gonna get back on board with that 33 and watch his apex. Early touch. He's diamond in the corners, coming up high in the middle, and then late apex on the end. Now let's go on board with the 46 and show you how he's getting through these turns. Not quite the same. A little brush with the wall there, actually. There's a late apex that he needed right there, but the 33 is still within sight. It's not saying that he's doing anything wrong. It's just a couple tenths here and there. He can get back in it. Cody Atkins. I just want to say right now that this guy's been solid all night long. Maintained a top 10 the whole race. You see that Taco Bell machine doing a great job. Running in the 8th position. I don't think I've seen this name fall out of the top 10 all night long. Another guy that's done a great job is that 36 car. We saw him up there battling for the lead. We're coming up on pit stops.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there's the yellow flag. So nix the green flag pit stops. It just throws a wrench into everything now. We're gonna look for that caution. Let's go back here and look. Oh, just in front of him is that 14 car. Here it is right here, a little contact on the exit. 14 car was already loose. That inside wall is hard, man. We're gonna go one more time. Let's rewind it one more time. Because we gotta see the onboard with that 07 car. He's looking to the inside. Maybe the 07 scrubbed up a little bit.
Sorry about that, Kevin. A little too much throttle, probably.
That might have been what the case there. We watched him kind of pull up the track a little bit. We're gonna give you a really unique camera angle that you can't see anywhere else. Right there, we're gonna put it in slow motion. I think the 07 just kind of scrubbed up the track a little bit. So there it is right there. Yep. Two guys going for the same piece of real estate. Got into the side of that 14. Well, that doesn't help either. Nate Ostrowski a little late to his pit stall. He does have his fast repair. You see the front end of that car is completely fixed now, but... All right, let's see who won the battle off pit road. Looks like Jordan Caskey is able to prevail this time. I'm looking for this 46 car to turn up the heat here this time. There's going to be a lot more driving on these guys. looking to get this win. 36 is going to be another guy. But Alex Pelican, Keith Miato. We got Anthony Pelican back there, the 20 car, Anthony Sergi, Brett Butler, Nick Gardner fought his way up there to 7th position. Chris Lockwood back in the top 10. Rick Fagone in 9th position. And Richard Holland. This is what he needed to do to turn this season around. So he's getting it done. There's your top 10. We're doubled up, getting ready to go green. Here they come off turn 3. You see that 46 lagging back a little bit, just trying to, oh, there it is, green flag is out. I know that 46 was trying to keep him in his crosshairs. He didn't want to get beat that time. But it didn't matter. Already out to a half a second lead, and that 36 is hungry. Side by side coming off of turn 4. Oh, very loose for the 36. Almost lost it, able to keep it under him. This is what happened to him last time. Had a little bit of issues, and then he got passed by her. He's stuck down there on the bottom now. Anthony and Alex Pelican getting around him. Now he's got the 20 car. That's Sergi in the back. He could sneak up there and grab 4th place. Ding.
Yellow flag is out.
The yellow flag is out again. This is the 4th caution tonight. Some of these guys that may be overdriving those cold tires. We're still going to finish this race up before 10 o'clock, but I tell you what, with 40 to go, these guys are getting hungry, and that patience is starting to wear thin. Let's go see if we can find what happened. I'm trying to figure out who was part of that. My previous crash button is not actually working. We can go back and figure this out. This is way back. There it is right there. All right, we found the caution. Looks like Dennis Steele was actually at the end of that, but he might have had some, yeah, there was this a little involuntary here. There's a lot of net code, actually. Oh, great job by everybody to get around that. Yeah, that was a little tough for me to find that wreck. All right, Corey, we're setting up 37 laps to go. These guys probably don't have to pit again to get around this place. What do you see in store here? for the next 35 or 36 laps.
I think 33 is too strong.
The 33 is very strong. He's been putting it down out there all night long. Unless something dramatic happens to him, he gets caught up and maybe, you know, passing a lap car or something crazy. It's going to be a lot of work for this top 5 to catch him. You got Alex Pelican, Anthony Pelican, and Keith Maliato that have been really close to him. This guy right here was battling for the lead on that restart on lap 53, I believe. We're on to green, and I don't know, man. 33 is really, really strong. I agree.
This restart here is probably their last chance if they're going to do anything.
Yeah, if you can get up there to the outside of that 33 on this restart, maybe have a chance to get that preferred line, get around them, and just kind of box them in, make them use this stuff up. We watched that 36 really use that car up. McCaskey's been having a great job launching here in turn 4. Let's see what he does here.
Green, 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 green.
There it is again. Just like rockets out of that restart. It's like a hole shot. Now Alex Pelican's under fire. And Anthony on the inside.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, and we got a big wreck back here. Big wreck behind him. Quite a few guys got caught up in that. I think the blunt force of it come to the 07, and Nicholas Starling got the bad end of the deal there. He got passed by a lot of cars. So let's go back and take a look. Oh, there's the contact with the 84 and the 16. 84, Chris Lockwood. 25, 07, 57, 81. We were talking about the 81 earlier. Cody Atkins. Let's go on board with him and see what he sees on this wreck. They're almost 3 wide coming off the corner. You see the contact up there in front of them. Oh man, he got hit by 2 different cars on that one. All right, we're gonna go back one more time, take a look at it from the 84's perspective. So he gets a little contact with the 16. Takes the 07 and gets contact. He gets plummeted in the inside, the outside wall. Gets hit by 3 different cars there. I'm not sure why he elected to tow to pit road. That sent that thing around. 14 hard into the door. I don't think he popped a motor, but he hit that tow button pretty quickly. I know he probably burned up a fast repair earlier in this race. He actually hit the outside wall and then, or slid right side out and hit the inside wall. So that's going to be it for Chris Lockwood tonight. Big wreck. That had probably 7-8 different cars involved in it. So now with 31 to go, you're seeing these guys try to make position. And there's a lot of contact. That short track temper is going to start flaring up. You see these guys, the 33's class of the field right now, but from about 7th position back, these guys are really hungry and trying to get some spots. So we're going to reset the field here. What do you think's going to happen now, Southpaw?
I still think 33 is going to run away with it.
A pretty secure guess. Guys led the most laps tonight. He's put it down out there. Jordan Caskey, class of the field. Pretty much since the lights came on. Alex Pelican, not going to let him away easy. But he's going to have to get a better restart this time if he's going to get by him. He's going to have to match the start, and you can tell where that restart line is. So let's go on board real quick.
Green, 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 green.
Oh, we're actually at end of session. Sorry about that. He did not get a better restart. I was a little far back on this. That's on me. But Anthony Pelican taking the fire to him. What we needed to do, we were going to watch those double dash lines that were on the outside wall. That is the stage lane for restarts. That's where he needed to time that.
The yellow flag is out.
And then we have another yellow flag. Caution number 6 on the field. Something bad's happening back here in this mid-pack. I can tell you that right now. Let's go back and take a look. Let's go back and we're going to rewind just quite a ways. Then we can figure out what happened. Alan Dice was involved. See if we can figure out exactly what happened. There was a lot of contact there on that turn 2 exit. Here we go, side by side. There's a touch right there with a 31, the 81 all over the back bumper. Oh, the 3 car slipped up the track a little bit.
Took the air right from under him.
I think Dice was trying to save that for probably a solid corner there. Let's go slow motion. Take a look at it one more time. TV mix, no, let's go here. This is the best angle we have on this. That 3 car locked up the front tires. You can see it by the way that front end scrubbed up the track. We're going to go on board with the 3 car. Let's go one more time. Yep, 3 car locked it up. Got into the inside panel of that 57. Almost a little contact with the 39 as well. And Alan Dice definitely getting the shit end of the stick here. Can I curse on my channel? Am I allowed to do that?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it is my channel. I just don't know. There might be kids in the stream. I don't know. I apologize to anybody. I'm kind of used to more leeway. I tend to I stream with kind of a I don't care attitude, so I apologize to anybody. I try to keep it as mild as possible. But yeah, Alan Dice got the shit end of the stick on that one. So EOL to the drivers. There are penalties for cautions. You make a mental error, it does happen. I'm the first one to tell you I have made mental errors. I've gotten into teammates. You don't want to be in that Discord channel when that happens. But we're 1 lap to green. And Jordan Caskey, I'm telling you right now, that 46 car, I'm going to time it with you right here. We're going to go on board with him.
I'm rooting for him, but I don't know.
Watch those double lines coming up on this outside wall. That's where he needs to go. right now.
Green flag, green flag.
Ooh. Good jump.
He held with him that time. That 36 is going to throw into the mix. I don't know how much that's going to hold up the 98. That outside line is very preferred. But guys are going to drive it a little bit longer on that exit. Keith Miato, Anthony Pelican, side by side. Oh, in the wall. That's going to get, oh, another hard lick to the wall on the outside of 2. Anthony Pelicans hit the wall twice now. Almost lost a spot to the 20s. Still working on him. Anthony Surgery trying to get that spot. Brett Butler behind them. Oh no, the 20 is sideways. That's going to be a caution.
Yellow flag is out.
I saw it coming.
Oh, 69. Wow. Big wreck there. That 69 got lifted off the track. 19 laps to go. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. We're going to go back and look at that one more time. We saw it coming. We saw it from a mile away, but this 69 got the worst of it. We're going to watch him real quick. He actually gets lifted off in the corner here. Has to check up hard. Gets into the 76, 39. Emmanuel getting to the back of him. Sends him to the inside pit wall. Brett Butler, Dallas Sullivan, Anthony Sergi all involved in that. We actually had another contact there behind that, this accordion effect that happens. Let's ride with the 20. Let's go on board with him for a second. You know he's battling right here, but he locks it up. Really easy to do on these ARCA cars is lock up that right front tire, piss it clean off. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna grab another beer. This is DNA, Drivers Network America, bringing you the Dialed In Racing League live on YouTube. We'll be back. We're gonna have about 15 laps to go when we come back.
The most realistic online
We're back. Had to cut that commercial break short.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, they waved the caution flag. Oh man, talk about a. You know what? From a producer standpoint, I could have ran that whole commercial. I'd had time to probably feed the dog and take it outside. But I did grab another beer on the way back. So Corey, it's just it's crazy to see, man, how much this field is stacked up and these guys getting right on top of each other. They know that something's on the line. There's points, there's money, there's stuff to be done here. But we've seen a concentrated caution flag race here. Getting ready to go green. I'm interested to see if that 46 can pull it off, man.
Green, 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 green.
I've been pulling for him, but he might just want to secure his stuff.
I mean, I keep pulling for him too. It's interesting to see this battle, but the 36 is trying to get up there. Keith Miato has been working his ass off to get around the Pelican boys, and is to the inside. He's been holding it down there. Look at him coming off of 4, just on the inside. That's gonna be tough to do.
98's been fast the last 20 laps too, but he keeps hitting the wall.
Yeah, he keeps brushing that outside wall, and it's not helping his speed at all. You see more and more of this top 5 starting to push it a little bit harder every time we have a restart. But Jordan Kasky pulling out another half a second lead. Looking back here.
He's in cruise control now.
Never gonna look back. 11 laps to go. A lot of passing going on back there from like 7th back. You see Richard Holland under fire. He's got the 07 and the 81, trying to get back into it. Cody Atkins trying to get back in that top 10. Just cracking the inside of it. But he's got the 25 on the outside. We're taking these laps away really quickly. 1 second lead now for Jordan Kasky over Alex Pelican. Keith Miato in 3rd. I don't think anybody has anything for that 33 car. I think you're right, man. You picked a good one. Nine laps coming up on 8 laps to go. I'm pretty certain, unless Alex Pelican's been sandbagging this whole race, that this 33 car is going to prevail. He's been getting around this place better than anybody else tonight. There it is. Another late apex. Diamond that corner. Go back here and look real quick, because we do have a battle back here. 6 laps to go, side by side with the 25 and the 31. Duking it out. Let's see if that 25 can clear him. Jeremiah Vincent's able to get the spot. But Jeremiah Vincent up to 9th position. Great move by that driver, 07. Nicholas Starling trying to get back up there. Oh, a little loose on that 25, little contact. 3 wide off of 4. 07 gets some contact. Still 3 wide back here. With 5 laps to go, let's see what's going to happen back here. Really loose off the corner for the 07.
Loose is fast.
He's holding it down, though. He's losing some spots, but he's trying to hold it down on the bottom. 31 car going back to the 25. Alan Dice to the inside now. A lot of action back here for the 10th position. Alan Dice slides it up the track. Oh, we got a car wrecking. Anthony Sergi. Green, white, checkered's going to be coming next.
Tough night for him.
Been a damn tough night for the 20 car. We're going to go back and look at this one more time. He's got some right rear damage. He's not going to pit though. He's just going to have to drive it the way it is. So here we go. Here's the replay that sets this up. Anthony Sergi on the outside of the 07. We saw 3 wide contact with the 07 again. Oh man. 3 car, 17 car, slides it through there. I think that 69 just about got a piece of that. Let's go on board with him for a second. That 17 sent it down in the corner sideways. There's the contact between the 07 in front of him. Look at the drift on that 17. They didn't touch. Did not touch. So Kevin Cornelius just put on some driving right there. We're going to go in the cockpit view. I want to show you how far this wheel's tilted. Look how far he puts that hand over to keep that thing on the track. But Anthony's surgery definitely losing some spots on that one. And he's going to go out there with that damage. Free car, the K-Seal car on pit road. He's going to use some K-Seal and fill that right side in. This race got really interesting here with 3 to go. We're going to have a green, white, checkered. I believe they only have 1 in this league. I believe that 3 car is a little pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Took it out on his tires there.
Yeah. Might have got a speeding penalty on pit road for that. So again, I would like to thank this guy right here for bringing me into this broadcast, making all this possible. That's Nick Gardner. Introduced me to this league. Him and a couple others. I know Anthony Pelican is one of them. But a lot of partnerships going on. Would like to thank formally this entire league for inviting me to broadcast the Dialed In Racing League. How about that 39 car though? The Alfa Romeo machine of Timmy Emmanuel has been in and out of being a lap down, struggled to stay in the top 20. Now he finds himself 6th position here with 1 lap to green on a green, white, checkered.
That car as well.
Yeah. Rick Fagona in the top 5.
Dodged a lot of bullets.
Oh, he's been dodging them all night long. Let's see if this 46 car can get this restart. There it is. There's a line right there. That's where he needs to hit it right here.
Green, 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 green.
Still not able to do it. 33 is going to check out. 2 laps to go. 36 back underneath the 98 car. We're watching, oh, the 98 into the outside wall. A lot of racing still going on back here. 20 car getting contact.
The yellow flag is out.
And oh, there it is. There's another caution. Kevin Cornelius gets turned around. So we do have another green, white, checkered. These guys are pushing it hard. Coming up on 9:30. That's the most cautions I've seen all season. Let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, the 20 car was afraid of scrubbing up. Okay, a little chain reaction there.
Yeah, he drove her in pretty hard.
I can see what happened there. The 20 car was actually driving it too deep. He knew he drove it in too deep. 17 had to check up for it. He got hit from behind for the 07. Let's look at this accordion effect from the 07's perspective here. So there's the checkup, another checkup, hard check. You can't fault the 07 for that. Oh, here we go. One more green, white, checkered. From here it stands. Whatever happens, happens. White flag comes out, no cautions will fly. But if they don't make it to the white, the yellow flag will end it. I would really like to see a green flag finish here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Jordan Caskey probably doesn't agree with me. He would just like to see this thing over with. He's led so many laps tonight. All right, Southpaw. We're looking at this field, just maybe attrition. These guys won't race as hard for these last three.
Yeah, I'd say second. Your second place guy just needs to take what he can get here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough restart. He needs to gun that. Just try to what?
I just hold the second place down. No chance of risking it.
Yeah, 36 is trying to take some spots here, and it's really tough to do. That inside is not where you want to be on these restarts. But if that 46 can take this restart, this is really crucial. If he gets this start, he has to gun it a little early. If he can hang with that 33 into turn one, he might be able to get a pass on the outside. He's going to have to get right up on him and just hit it at that line. Those double dash lines is where he's going to have to go. One more time on board with him. Pace car's pulling off. He's already got a lot of leeway here. I'm not going off the leader. I'm going off those lines at this point. You want to win this thing, you got to go right now.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh,
There it is again. 33 able to prevail. Jordan Caskey holding it out front. 36 to the inside of the 46 and the 98. 98 in the wall again. This is like all over again. Deja vu. Is the 36 going to be able to grab that? And the yellow flag is out. That's going to do it for tonight. Big wreck behind them somewhere. Someone got turned. And that's going to do it. Lucas Oil Speedway winner, 33, Jordan Caskey. Lucas Oil on the hood, Lucas Oil in the trophy case. That's going to do it. Wrapping it up. Great race for him tonight. What a collection of cautions to end this thing. Great run for everybody, though. We had a lot of green flag laps. Didn't quite get those green flag pit stops in there that we wanted, but stage racing, under the lights, short track. Fun to watch, man. I don't know if they're going to run this thing out to the end. My staging, my scoring screen says 3 to go, but I'd have to say that's going to do it. I could be wrong on that. I have not heard an official announcement on the track that Jordan Caskey has won this race. They might run it out to the end here. There's a wave around right there. Do they run this thing out to the end? I don't know. I turned up my spotter for a second to hear if the race was over with. The laps aren't counting down, so I think we're going to go one more time. Alex Pelican, if you're watching this broadcast, sir, you need to hit that loud pedal when you hit that double dash line. You need to hang with that 33 car. It's the only shot you got. You got to take him into turn 1. If this is still going to go, I don't think it... Man, I don't know.
36 car, hope it still goes.
The 36 has been able to... He's been able to clear that 98 because the 98 keeps clipping the wall. That exit of turn 4 has not been favorable at all for that 98. Turn 2 as well. He's got caught up quite a few times. And take a look at that 98. See if we can get a camera angle on that right side.
He's well polished, I'm sure.
Yep, you see the right corner's got a little damage on it. They're gonna go one more time. This is news to me, man. I'm not familiar with how many green-white checkers this league has. All right, let's get up here with your leader. These guys don't they don't hurry up, man. I'm gonna be drunk before the end of this one. Let's see if he can time it this time by.
Green flag, green flag.
Most of it is that turn is really unsettling to that car. Getting that thing to hook up on that exit of turn 4 is really tough to do.
I thought so.
The yellow flag is out.
Yep, that's it right there.
36.
That 36 car. We got a caution.
I think 36 had him.
Officially at the line, let's go back and look right here when the caution comes out. They're coming out of turn 2, turn 3. They're side by side. I think the 46 is going to get it, but let's go back and see if we can find that caution.
Like you just missed.
Trying to find that caution here.
07 and 14, I believe.
Yep, right there. Let's go back one more time. This is the final wreck. And that's going to wrap it up tonight. So I already announced it. But officially, your winner of tonight's race, 81. Hit the wall there, tore the front end off of it, but we're going to burn it down with a 33. Jordan Caskey, your winner tonight. Congratulations to this driver. Post-race interviews for this driver, post-race for the top 3. We're going to melt down to the rim. Lucas Oil Speedway. Great race. I enjoyed every second of it. We're going to hit a quick commercial break. We're going to pull these drivers up into the top 3 waiting room. Your top 3, we're going to put the stats up there on the board. Jordan Caskey in first position. Alex Pelican, Keith Miazzo, Anthony Pelican, Timmy Emmanuel getting that top 5. That's a great finish for him tonight. Cody Atkins, 6th place. Rick Fagone, 7th. Jeremiah Vincent in the 8th. 9th, Nick Gardner. 10th, Anthony Sergi. Tough break for him tonight. Alan Dice getting 11th. Dallas Sullivan in 12th. Richard Holland 13th. 14th is in Nathan Somerville. 15th, Brett Butler. 16th, Nicholas Starling. 17th, Blake Blomaker. Nate Ostrowski in 18th. 19th, Dennis Steele. 20th, Kevin Cornelius, Chris Lockwood in 21st. Really tough race for him tonight. We watched him up in the top 3 at some point. And then out of the race tonight was John Scholzelski. We're going to hit a quick commercial break. Get your top 3 up here. This is DNA Drivers Network America, the driving Dialed In Racing League. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing. The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we're going to burn it down with the 33 of Jordan Caskey one more time. Jordan Caskey, you got Bradley Cooper and Corey Danford up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we're talking about class of the field. Greatest finish we've seen. You put on a clinic out there tonight, man. Just what were you doing different than everybody else?
I don't know. This track just suits my driving style. The car was pretty free, so I like a free car. Can really just kind of roll into the corner, and got to be easy with the throttle out of the corner was the key thing there, I think, tonight.
Well, the whole time we were watching that 46, try to time your restarts, you were pretty good at the whole shot. You took off, and how hard was it, especially at the end, to get that thing to hook up right off the corner at turn 4?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, I was restarting from second gear, and it was pretty high RPM. It felt like it wanted to spin because we were in the middle of the corner, but it wasn't too bad.
You had Lucas Oil on the hood. You put Lucas Oil in the trophy case tonight. Dude, kudos to you. You were tough to beat the whole time. You had Mateo at one point battling you and got into the wall. Did it use up your stuff there? We watched, it was like this right after the stage when you got beat off pit road. What happened there driving that inside line? Do you think that just kind of used it up a little bit?
Yeah, using the inside definitely burned up my right rear, and then I was struggling to get drive off the corner, and I had to find a way around and had to try something different. And I could keep up with him, but I couldn't quite clear him. And then I think he made a mistake there, and I was able to clear him. But the bottom it was tough. You could use it, but you had to be really, really careful on the throttle.
A lot of throttle play, and you did it. You did it well, man. You did it better than anybody else out there tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for tonight's win?
I just want to thank Nick Gardner and both Pelicans for putting the league on, and you guys for streaming it. So that's really cool.
Oh, it's great to go back and look at the highlights. You were on a lot of the broadcasts, man. So congratulations for your win tonight. And this is going to put you up there in that playoff picture. So good job.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care, man. Jordan Caskey, your winner tonight. That 33 machine was untouchable. Corey, I tell you what, man, it's crazy to see how these drivers change. We saw so many different names up there in the front tonight. Kudos to him. Great job. All right, we're gonna pull our second place finisher. Alex Pelican, Alexander, 46 machine, having a bunch of opportunities, man. It just it seemed like those green white checkers, it just couldn't get it quite to that outside, and I was rooting for you to get it to that point. You had it out there quite a few times. How you feeling, man?
Feel pretty good, honestly. I didn't even think I was gonna finish top five here tonight. Well, before the race, at least. I was gonna send it off in there on the last one, but I figured no, just settle for second.
We were watching on board with you on the last couple restarts, and we saw where that double dash line was out of turn 4. How hard is it to get that thing to hook up, though? Because looking at it's one thing, but actually getting that car to go on that back straightaway or that front straightaway it's a totally different feat, man.
Yeah, and then you got you know, tire spin involved in the whole deal, and then nerves. I don't know.
Nerves, yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
guess.
Well, and you had the 36 car every time on them restarts peeking to the inside. You had, I believe, your dad behind you. Is that
My brother.
brother? Okay. So the Pelican boys were under fire from the 36 the whole time too, and you got to worry about that too, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was tough to watch those restarts. We had a lot of cautions at the end. Did that shuffle the field up? You think that maybe if you had a green white or maybe a green flag run that you could have chased him down?
Honestly, I don't know if anything would help me beat Caskey tonight. He was pretty good. Definitely by far best one tonight.
Well, man, we saw different driving lines. We saw different driving styles, and it's cool to see another name. So congratulations to Caskey. But a second place finish is nothing to hold your head down about. You did a great job. I've seen you in the top 5 quite a few times now. And be that I am new to this league, I just want to introduce myself. This is me, Bradley Cooper, and then Corey Danford joining me in the booth tonight. We were rooting for you, man. We were really hoping you could get up there and get to that outside.
Yeah. Good to meet you guys. Thank you for broadcasting this.
Anytime, man. Hey, you got anybody you'd like to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at Dialed In Racing. I'd like to thank and congratulate Jordan Caskey for winning. Um, Congratulate Keith on third. You guys always run clean and everything. I want to thank you again for broadcasting and everybody for coming on out.
We appreciate your time, man. We look forward to another broadcast and getting an interview with you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's your second place finisher, Alex Pelican, putting on a clinic. He was pulling away from the field too. So, I mean, that top 5 spread out really far. There was different driving lines, but really nobody could break up that top 5 at all. All the way through this race. We saw Chris Lockwood have some tough breaks, but for the most part, the top 5 stayed the same all the way through it. We got one more interview for you for your top 3, your third place finisher, Keith Mayato. Did I say that right this time?
Yep, did better. Yep.
I did better.
Complicated.
Oh man, I tell you what, we're gonna get hooked on phonics or something. I'm terrible, man. I don't know what it is, but hey, you put on some fire on that inside line, and you were trying like hell. I saw you leading at one point as well. Do you think the outside line was where you really wanted to be on the restarts?
On the restarts, yeah, most definitely. That's where he wanted to be. Inside would maybe work for 2 laps if someone on the outside made a slight mistake. But yeah, when I was leading there, that was just not me. I just wasn't sure how to run the top line. And there were so many instances where I was like so close to hitting the wall, and that time I did. And I had nothing for Jordan either way. I was just pretty much holding him up at that moment.
Well, we saw you guys back and forth there, and you held the wall. I don't know how you did it, but you hit the wall like 5 times and you still maintained the lead. Led probably 6-7 laps doing that. It was nice to see somebody put up a fight, and he burned up his tires doing that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even know I was hitting the wall. They must have been because they weren't like registering with iRacing, so it might have been just slight impacts because I had no idea it was even touching it. And I think that was the moments I was having where I'm like, I'm just getting way too close to this wall. I can't do this. And I think if I was able to just smooth out my corners a little bit better, I probably would have held it off where he could have burned this stuff up. But either way, top three is pretty good.
Hey, 3rd place, and this is the 2nd interview we've had with you this season. You're looking good in points, looking good out on the field. That's what it takes, man. You got to have kind of like a variety of driving styles to get around this season with the short tracks and then Daytona and whatever can happen there. You got around Texas really good, obviously. You got anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's finish?
Yeah, thanks to everyone at V-Speed for sponsoring the car. Everyone in the league, the competition is really strong. It's good. I do like the whole, mix up in the short tracks and everything else. And yourself for doing a great job on the broadcast.
Well, we officially have all 150 laps in this broadcast. I apologize for last week, man. I just couldn't figure out YouTube. So that's on me. But we had the paint schemes, we had the broadcast, we had a co-streamer. Everything went great. Fun to watch you guys get around Lucas Oil Speedway. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish, and thank you for your time, man.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, 3rd place finisher Keith Miazzo. We're gonna go back one more time, burn it down. Previous lap right here. Your winner tonight, Jordan Caskey. Great job to him. Great job to the whole field. It was enjoyable to watch. Corey Danford, you have a good time? You had a great time, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Fun to watch. I had a great time myself. This is DNA, Drivers Network America, bringing you the Dialed In Racing League. I'd like to thank everybody who came out to the broadcast. If you guys had a good time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Never miss a Go Live notification. And we will bring you live flag-to-flag coverage the rest of the season for Dialed In Racing League. This is Bradley Cooper, Corey Danford. We're signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next week, Monday, 8:15. We're getting ready to go racing. And I'm going to get the official schedule up on my screen because I don't want to tell you the wrong track because I'm an ass like that. All right, we're going to Pocono next week. The Tricky Triangle. Hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. It's going to be a whole different variety of people up front next week. Again, hit the subscribe button. Enjoy the racing. This has been Live Drivers Network America. We'll see you next time.